All right, here we go. Question 13 from our Precalculus homework number 13. In MyLab Math, we have a word problem. An outdoor amphitheater has 29 seats in the first row, 31 in the second row, 33 in the third row, and so on. That means the pattern continues. There are 32 rows altogether. How many can the amphitheater seat? So we're going to have to find the sum of all of the seats in all of the rows. Let's take this information to our scratch work and work it out. Okay, so here in my scratch work, I have summarized the information given. R1 represents row 1. Row 1 had 29 seats. Row 2, 31 seats. Row 3, 33 seats, and then all the way down to 32 rows. So from 1 to 32, that is the total number of rows, and I need to calculate the total number of seats in the entire theater. So first thing I need to do is figure out what kind of sequence this is, and that will indicate the formula needed. So checking for a common difference, to get from 29 to 31, we would add 2. From 31 to 33 is another plus 2. So this indicates that there is a common difference, and it is 2. I also know the first term of the sequence. So at this point, I know the sequence is arithmetic. I know the first term. I know the common difference. I know how many rows there are. I think I almost have enough information now to find the sum of the seats. All right, so let's point out what I've written here since, well, I made the jump. I've got my general term of an arithmetic sequence. I know this applies, as well as the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence. And what I've done is I've already plugged into the sum formula every piece that I have. So S sub 32, why is that? Because there's 32 rows, and so N is 32. The first term was 29, and remember, I need to add to that the last term, which would be the 32nd term, which I don't know, and so in order to get that, we're going to be using the general term form. All right, here we go. Plugging in. We need the 32nd term. I know the first term. N is 32 in this case. And I also know the common difference. So calculating this value will give me the last piece of the puzzle so that I can get the sum. And so going back to my class whiz, we're going to have 29 plus, in parentheses, 32 minus 1 times D. And so the 32nd term, or in this case, the last term in the sequence, or you could say the 32nd row in the theater is going to have 91 seats. And so now that I have that last term plugged in, we can now calculate the sum of the seats in the theater. Pulling up my handy dandy calculator one more time, and I'm going to go ahead and do this calculation mentally. I know that 32 over 2 is simply 16 times 29 plus 91, giving me a total number of seats, 1,920. And so now let's go ahead and take that answer back to our MyLab Math and see how we did. And so again, based on our calculations, the amphitheater can seat 1,920 people, and we're done. If you have any questions or comments about anything covered in this video, please feel free to leave those in the comment section below, or you can text me, and thanks for watching.